Hi, Oz.
Oh, there, Thorny.
Hey, where are you going in such a big hurry?
Oh, I'm just going down to the drugstore to buy a few things.
Oh, would you mind stopping off and getting me some toothpaste?
No, I'll be glad to.
Oh, Oz, make sure it's Listerine Antisime toothpaste. Are you kidding? What else?
Listerine, the most widely used antiseptic in the world, and Antizyme, the first all-day anti-enzyme toothpaste, present The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring the entire Nelson family. Here is Ozzie, who plays the part of Ozzie Nelson, and of course his lovely wife Harriet as Harriet Nelson. The older of the Nelson boys, David, appears as David Nelson, and his younger brother, the irrepressible Ricky, played by Ricky Nelson. The Nelsons' next-door neighbor, Thorny, is played by Don DeFore.
Hi, Pa. Hi, Mom.
Good morning, Dave. Hey, you look pretty sharp this morning.
Oh, thanks, Pa.
Yes, you certainly do.
Yeah, sharp as a meatball.
Let me ask you, Ricky. Is it okay if I borrow your tie, Pa?
Oh, I think it could be arranged.
What's the big occasion, Dave?
Oh, nothing special, Mom.
Well, don't tell me they're playing football in that this year.
He's gonna get a job.
A job?
Job?
Why don't you have to open your big mouth for, Ricky?
It's much easier to talk that way.
What's this about a job?
Oh, I probably won't even get it. They're interviewing a whole bunch of guys for it.
Well, now, wait a minute, Dave. This isn't going to interfere with your schoolwork, I hope.
Oh, no, sir. It's part-time.
Well, where is it?
Down at the campus theater.
Oh, that's right. Catherine Thornberry said something about that. They're looking for an usher temporarily or something. Isn't that it?
Yes, ma'am. They announced it at school. There are going to be a whole bunch of guys down there.
Well, how are they going to select the right one?
I don't know. I guess his manager just looks us over and takes his pick.
I hope he picks David, boy.
Well, you ought to make a good impression, dear. You certainly look nice.
Thanks, Mom. I sure hope so.
Well, don't worry, David. I'll be with you.
Oh, are you going down there too, Ricky?
Sure. I'm gonna bring him good luck.
Yeah, Ricky's taking a personal interest in this case.
Well, I think that's very nice of him.
I got real interest, boy. David owes me money.
Oh, fine. I thought there was something more than brotherly love involved in this.
Well, I guess I better get going. See you later.
Good luck.
Well, thanks, Pop.
Bye, fellas.
So long.
Harry, do you think that's a good idea, letting David take a job?
Well, I don't see any harm in it. Besides, it's only for a week or so, and he says it won't interfere with his schoolwork.
Oh, I guess it'll be a good experience. Here we are just assuming he's going to get the job, and he hasn't even tried out for it yet.
I know, but I have a feeling he's going to get it.
Well, don't forget there are a lot of other kids bucking for it.
Oh, I realize that.
Well, then what makes you so sure Dave's going to get it?
Well, he's such a nice boy.
Well, sure he's a nice boy, but that doesn't mean he's going to get the job. I'll bet the other kids are nice boys, too.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Put yourself in the theater manager's place. There he is with a whole bunch of boys, and he's got to pick just one. Which one would you pick?
I'd pick David.
Well, naturally you would, because you're his mother.
I thought you said I was the theater manager.
Well, yes, I did. Well, then what makes you pick David?
Well, because I'm his mother.
Have you worked out some sort of a deal with the theater manager?
Oh, no. I don't know any more about this than you do. Besides, that wouldn't be fair to the other boys.
Well, then what makes you so sure he's going to pick David?
David's a nice boy.
He's a nice boy. But don't you see, Harry, the theater manager doesn't have a chance to have a nice long chat with each one of these kids. He has to pick a boy on first impression.
Naturally.
Okay, then let's look at this thing objectively. Why would he select David from all these other boys? What distinguishing, outstanding, unusual characteristic does David have?
You mean they won't give him the job just because he hasn't got a twitch or something?
He usually picks somebody out of a crowd because of certain outstanding characteristics.
That brings up an interesting point.
Such as what?
Why did you pick me?
Well, you had certain... I mean, you were a girl, and I was a boy. Besides, who are you kidding?
What do you mean?
Well, you know darn well a boy doesn't pick the girl. I mean, theoretically that's true, but actually the girl picks the boy. Which brings up an interesting point.
What's that?
Why did you pick me?
Hi, Oz, old boy, old boy.
Oh, hi, Thorny. You seem to be pretty chipper this morning. You inherit some money or something?
No, not quite. But my financial worries are getting a shot in the arm.
Oh, how come?
Oh, we're getting a new breadwinner in the family.
Oh, what's the gimmick?
What's no gimmick, Oz? It's my boy, Will. Oh, you should have seen him this morning. All spruced up.
No, wait a minute. This is taking on sort of a familiar ring.
Well, he's on his way down to the campus theater to get a weekend job as usher.
What makes you so sure he's going to get the job?
I don't know, Oz. I just have a certain feeling.
You know, this is a coincidence, because Harriet has a certain feeling about the same thing.
No kidding. Well, gee, that's awfully nice of Harriet to be rooting for Will that way.
Well, I'm afraid she didn't have Will in mind. See, David's also trying out for the same job.
Oh, really? Well, let's not have any hard feelings, Oz. I think we should be friendly rivals.
Frankly, I don't think either one of us has much to worry about.
Well, I wouldn't say that, Oz. Here your son goes down for a job, and my boy takes it right out from under his nose.
What makes you think the theater manager's going to pick him?
Well, he's such a nice boy.
Sure, Thorny, they're swell kids, and they're going to do great in later life. But that's just the point. There are other kids who have outstanding personalities that set them apart.
But you think that's good?
Well, no, not necessarily. But there are certain kids who develop these outstanding personality traits at an early age. Now, just think back to the kids you recall from your school days. I'll guarantee they all had unusual, outstanding personality quirks.
Well, now, let me think, Oz. There was Cuckoo Cassidy. He was a class valedictorian. Then there was this guy who always got the free passes for all the dances, Hustling Harry Hotchkiss. And the kid who used to smoke the cigars behind the school, Shorty Bigelow. And Chubby McKeester. I think that's self-explanatory.
Now, wait a minute. You see what I mean? All kids with outstanding personality quirks. And another thing, do you notice they all have nicknames? Now, it'd be hard to find two nicer kids than David and Will, but have you ever heard either one of them called by a nickname?
Well, now that you mention it, Oz, I don't think I ever have. Well, actually, I don't think it's much of a job anyway.
No, I of course not.
Who wants to usher at the campus theater?
There'll be plenty of jobs for our kids later on.
Sure.
Well, Thorny, I think I'll get in the house. Kind of like to be there when David gets home. He's liable to take it pretty tough. Kid.
Tell him to figure it was a long shot. I certainly don't envy that theater manager.
Me either. Oh, well, we're certainly not going to hold any grudge against him.
Oh, of course not. We just won't go into his crummy theater anymore, that's all.
That you, David?
No, it's me.
I wonder where the boys could be. They should have gotten back long ago. You think maybe David didn't get the job?
Oh, Harriet, I wouldn't worry too much about it. They probably stopped off downtown to drown their sorrows. In a chocolate malted milk, of course.
Well, if that manager knew David as well as we do, he'd have chosen him for the job.
Well, you know, those men get pretty calloused after a while. He probably got all those poor kids down there and then gave the job to his nephew or his brother.
But you're right.
Actually, David hasn't lost so much anyway. After all, it's just a temporary job until this other boy gets back.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Pop.
Hello,
Oh,
dear.
hiya, Dave. Don't worry about a thing, son. Your mother and I like you just the way you are. A nice, average boy.
Here,
Oh,
let me have
thanks,
your
Pop.
coat, dear.
Don't let life's little disappointments get you down, Dave.
What is all this?
Well, we just don't want you to feel too bad about not getting the job.
No, there'll be lots of other good jobs come along in the future.
Well, I got the job, Pop.
Harriet, did you hear that?
Oh, David, that's wonderful.
Oh, well, what about his brother?
He said I was too small.
No, I mean the manager.
Oh, he was very nice about it. He said he'd call if they ever had any short subjects.
Were there many boys down there, Dave?
And quite a few, Mom.
Heck yeah, about 25 or 30.
Well, did you? Dave, when do you start?
This afternoon, Pop.
Isn't that wonderful?
How about that, Harriet? Out of 25 or 30 boys?
Of course, as you say, it's only a temporary job.
Well, I know, but the important thing is they picked David. A real standout. A real character.
Well, after all, dear, you're his father. I must say you're quite a character yourself at times.
Here's proof that Antazyme, the first truly anti-enzyme toothpaste, really stopped tooth decay.
Hello, I'm Eunice Schramm of Chicago. I always had cavities to be taken care of, but in the past 2 years, since using Antazyme, I've had no new ones at all. Even a cavity my dentist considered too small to require filling has not grown any larger.
That's right, not a single cavity in over 2 years. There's factual living proof that this new, completely different kind of toothpaste, Antazyme, really stopped tooth decay. Each brushing protects 12 to 24 hours. This has been proved for 9 out of every 10 people tested. No other type of toothpaste protects for more than a half hour.
Yes, Antazyme toothpaste stops the major cause of tooth decay. Every minute of every day, each brushing protects 12 to 24 hours.
What does?
Antazyme.
Spell it, boys.
Antazyme. A-N-T-I-Z-Y-M-E. Listerine Antazyme toothpaste.
Hi, Oz.
Oh, hiya, Thorny.
You're going in the wrong direction, aren't you?
Well, I'm not going home just yet.
Oh. Well, congratulations, old boy. I just want to say I think the better man won.
Oh, gee, thanks a lot. Dave was just lucky. After all, it could just as well have been your boy or the Dunkel kid or Artie Peterson or any of the boys in the neighborhood.
Well, you're being very generous, Oz, but they all had the same chance. No, I think David's got something the other boys haven't got.
No, say that. I don't think he's any different than the other kids.
Well, you're being overly modest, Oz, and that isn't like you at all. Frankly, I figured you'd lord it all over me.
Well, Nazi, I'm happy he got the job, but as I say, he's just lucky.
Have you been down to the theater to see him yet?
No, I haven't seen him.
Oz, you wouldn't recognize him. He really looks great.
Oh, when did you go down there?
Well, yesterday. Took the whole family. David even came over and talked to us for a few minutes. Oz, I don't think this thing has gone to his head one bit.
Oh, he's a genuinely modest kid.
When do you plan on going down to see him?
Well, hadn't made any definite plans.
Oh, but you are going down there, though.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Oz, David's working down there. Don't you want to see what he looks like?
Thorny, you're exaggerating this to ridiculous proportions. Supposing he'd gotten a job at the supermarket, I wouldn't rush down there to see how he looked in his new apron, would I?
Well, okay, Oz, but if it were my boy, I'd probably be down that theater every day.
Oh, Thorny, don't be ridiculous. You say he looked pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah. Dressed up in one of those bright blue uniforms with the gold braid, the brass buttons. Boy, I bet he's really wowing the gals.
Yeah, they really go for a uniform.
You ought to get down and take a look at him, Oz.
No. I'd feel ridiculous.
Okay, you do what you like.
No. He did seem to be handling the job all right.
Believe me, Oz, Cecil B. DeMille can do as well.
How about that?
Getting a little curious, are you?
Oh, no. Of course not.
Yeah, I'll bet. You're probably on your way to the theater right now.
What makes you say that?
You're heading south and the theater's south.
Well, so are a lot of other places. The drugstore, the barber shop, the market, the land of cotton. No, it so happens I'm headed for the drugstore.
Yeah? What for?
Well, say, what is this, the third degree?
I'm sorry, Oz. I didn't mean to pry.
Well, that's okay.
Kid really looks great, Oz. Just wait till you see him.
Now, Thorny, I have no intention of going down to the campus theater.
Well, who said you did?
Well, I mean, However, you do make it sound kind of interesting. I think maybe I'll just stroll down that way and take a look at the marquee. Well, I'll see you.
Ricky, what are you doing?
I'm just packing a little lunch here, Mom.
A little lunch? You've got 3 sandwiches, 2 bananas, a jar of potato salad, and 3 pieces of cake.
I'm going to the show.
Well, I'm sure the manager of the theater won't appreciate a banquet going on while the picture's being shown.
That's okay, Mom. A lot of kids take sandwiches and stuff to the show.
Well, if you're sure it's all right.
Oh, sure. Everything with celery. Why don't you come along with me, Mom?
No, I don't think I'd better.
Why not?
I've got too many things to do around the house. Do you have enough money for the show?
Who needs money? I just walk right in.
Oh, look, David may work at the theater, but that doesn't mean you don't have to buy a ticket.
Oh, it's okay, Mom. The manager said so.
Well, if you're sure.
Oh, sure. I'm a big man at school all of a sudden, too.
You mean because David's an usher at the theater?
I tell him he's a movie director.
Wait a minute, Ricky. That isn't right. It isn't true.
Oh, sure it is, Mom. When you go to the show, David directs you to your seat.
Well, nevertheless, it still isn't right.
You sure you don't want to come with me, Mom?
No thanks, dear.
I've got plenty of sandwiches here.
Well, maybe some other time.
David's only going to be there for a week.
Say, that's right, isn't it? Well, maybe I... No, you go on. I've got a lot to do here at home.
Okay, but you're missing out on a lot of fun.
I probably am. What's playing?
Gee, I don't know.
When you're going to a show and you don't know what's playing?
Heck, Mom, what's the difference? I'm getting in free.
Seems to be doing fine. I hope Mr. Hopkins thinks so. Oh, I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Just do the best you can. If you have any questions about anything, just ask Mr. Hopkins. I'm sure he'll be glad to tell you. Oh, sorry, Bob. No talking in the aisles. Yes, sir. This seat over. Oh, thank you, son. Usher. Pardon me. Pardon me. Sorry. Taken, madam?
Oh, hello, dear. Sit down. I'm afraid we're going to have a rather late dinner tonight.
No, that's okay.
I probably shouldn't have gone to the show today, but I just had a sudden urge to see a movie. You know how those things are.
Isn't that funny? It's the same thing with me. It was a good picture, though, wasn't it?
Yes, I thought it was very good.
Harriet,
Yes?
let's stop kidding each other. What did you think of David?
I was very proud of him. What did you think of him?
No, I thought he did a swell job. Seemed to have so much dignity and poise. Did you notice the way he said, "May I see your ticket stub, please?" I mean, polite but firm. You tell he was determined to see the ticket stub.
And didn't he look handsome in that uniform?
Yeah, I really did. You know, he didn't seem self-conscious at all. I wonder if David's ever considered West Point.
I really don't know.
You know, usually you go into a theater and you don't pay much attention to the ushers. You just take them for granted, but... Well, I thought David was a standout.
Yes, he certainly was doing a fine job.
Of course, it could be that you and I are slightly prejudiced.
Slightly.
Oh, but he must have something on the ball. Do you realize that he was chosen out of 30 boys? 30 boys applied for that job.
So I understand.
What do you suppose it was that made the manager select David? I mean, it's kind of hard for me to judge David as a stranger would.
Oh, it is for me, too.
Yeah. I'd imagine they'd look at David and see just an average, clean-cut boy. But he must project a certain Well, I guess you might call it an unusual personality.
Is it possibly? He evidently has something that we just don't see because we're around him all the time.
Yeah, we see him every day, but to other people, he must project an aggressive personality. Does that sound like David?
No, I'm afraid it doesn't. I'd say it's just the opposite. He's certainly not timid, but on the other hand, he's anything but the pushy type.
Well, yes, but evidently there was something outstanding about him in Mr. Hopkins' eyes. Just think, Harriet, as I say, he selected David out of 30 other boys. Oh, hi, fellas.
Hi, Mom. Pop.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, you must have stayed through the picture twice, Rick.
Almost 3 times.
Oh, don't you think that's overdoing it a little?
Gee, it took me that long to finish the lunch. Dave wouldn't eat any of it.
Well, not my clean uniform. I've got to be careful of it, you know.
Well, I don't blame you, dear. You look very nice in it.
Yeah, you sure do, Dave.
Oh, thanks, Pa.
That's my brother.
Dave, your mother and I have just been talking about you. Do you realize what an honor it is that Mr. Hopkins selected you from all these boys?
Yeah, I sure was lucky, all right.
That's my brother.
I'll admit there might have been a certain element of luck involved, but he must have seen something in you that made you stand out from all these other fellows. There must have been some specific reason why he chose you.
Oh, sure, Pa.
Did he say why he chose you, Dave?
Oh, sure, Mom. Because the uniform fit me.
You say the uniform fits you?
That's my brother, boy.
Yes. Ricky,
Most of the other guys were too tall. You didn't want to get a brand new uniform for just 1 week.
Oh, well, no, of course not. That's understandable.
oh, yeah.
It's really a neat job.
All right.
Something wrong, Pa?
Oh, no, son. It's a nice way to pick up some extra money.
Oh, pardon me. I'm going to go get washed up for dinner.
Now, I'll get a towel for you, David.
It's funny David should be so much shorter than these other boys.
Well, I think most of the boys who tried out are a year or two older than he is.
Of course, he must have had all of the other qualifications, or they wouldn't have given him the job even if he did fit the uniform.
Oh, that's for sure.
I imagine out of those 30 boys, there must have been at least 5 or 10 or maybe 12 other boys who fit the uniform.
Oh, probably more than that.
I think David has a very strong, forceful, and aggressive personality, especially for a boy who is as shy and bashful as he is. By nature. Oh, I'll get that. Hello? Who? Lover boy? What number are you calling? Well, yes, that's right. Well, just a minute.
Who is it?
Some girl asking for a lover boy. Evidently, David isn't quite as shy as we thought he was.
Oh, for goodness sakes, who's the girl?
She says, tell him it's Honey Bun.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
Yeah. Lover boy, you want it on the telephone?
Thanks, Pop. I've been expecting that call.
Children just naturally are always on the go. Almost any day, any place, they're apt to get themselves soaking wet. Or maybe they stop somewhere and get chilled. And that makes them #1 targets for colds. And more often than not, when they get home, they're just all worn out. That's why careful mothers and their children gargle with Listerine antiseptic, morning and night.
Wet feet, drafts, or fatigue can lower your body's resistance to colds. Germs of the throat can get the upper hand. A cold can develop. Listerine antiseptic reaches way back on throat surfaces, kills germs by millions. Clinical tests have shown that germs on mouth and throat surfaces were reduced as much as 96% 15 minutes after the Listerine gargle, as much as 80% even an hour after. So at the first sign of a cold, get after the germs. Gargle Listerine regularly morning and night, because Listerine antiseptic kills germs by millions.
Come on in, you're just in time. just looking through my old high school yearbook. I was curious about something. Thorny and I were talking about the kids you remember best being the ones with outstanding characteristics, and by golly, it's true.
What do you mean, dear?
Well, I'll point them out to you. This fellow's Samson Medcraft. Very strong guy, used to work out with barbells all the time, so he nicknamed him Samson.
Who's this guy?
Well, that's another fellow I remember pretty well. Happy Charlie Benson. Always clowning around, pulling jokes on people. The guy never seemed to have a worry in the world.
Who else is there, Pop?
Oh, here's Speck Ingersoll. You've never seen a guy with so many freckles. Hey, and here's Hot Lips Betty. And here's Whitey.
Why'd they call her Hot Lips?
Yes, why did they?
I don't remember. Just a nickname.
What'd they call you, Pop?
Oh, well, I don't recall that I was ever noted for anything outstanding, Dave. I didn't have a nickname as I remember.
Say, I thought you said you didn't have a nickname.
Well, I don't remember having one.
Oh, listen to what somebody wrote. To Remarkable Nelson, best student and best athlete.
Gee, Remarkable Nelson. Is that what they called you, Pop?
Oh, well, I don't believe too many people call me that, Dave.
Boy, that's some nickname.
Well, of course, like I say, the whole school didn't call me Remarkable Nelson. I guess maybe some of the fellas did.
Best student, best athlete? What else does it say, Mom?
Oh, well, right under it says, ha ha, Happy Charlie Benson.
He said that she said that he had halitosis. She said that he said it's true of some girls too. He said that she said the answer was simple. Here's what she said to do. Try Listerine, buy Listerine. Keep breath fresh and clean with Listerine.
Next week, The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring the entire Nelson family.
Ozzie?
Harriet?
David?
Ricky.
Will be brought to you by Hot Point.
And remember, Hot Point changes your viewpoint.
Automatically.
A portion of the Listerine antiseptic commercial was dramatized. This is Vern Smith speaking.
Now is a good time to remind ourselves that fire is one of the great destroyers of property and lives. Yet 90% of home fires start through carelessness. Cut down the toll by obeying simple safety rules. Don't smoke in bed or toss away lighted cigarettes or matches. Get rid of inflammable trash. Keep electrical equipment and wiring in good condition. Don't gamble with fire. The odds are against you.